Yeah, Island, take that. And yeah, thank you everybody. We are at attempt number 2. Please tell me, is it working? So
Is it
hopefully
working?
this is working better.
I hope so.
We'll wait and see what the chat says.
Yay!
Okay, yay, it seems to be working. So let's get this started a second time. Iowan, are you being
No.
serious?
No.
Okay, Iowan, you best.
Oh, stop it.
I will revoke your wrench privileges. Don't scare me like that. I want this interview to go down. Oh, okay, yeah. I was asking a serious question, not meaning for joking. After the troll
See?
we had,
This is why it was so much fun for me to shove a pie in his face.
I missed that.
Oh, you gotta see it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was
I tune in after Evolution Hour, I believe it was, and I see him making himself sick. And I'm like, what the heck did I walk in on?
I believe that was Scientist Mel talking about yeast bread that made him sick.
I heard that. That's about what I was walking in on, and I'm like, what am I watching?
Yes, I mentioned pies. A pie in Godless Silent's face, actually.
Yeah. But yes, let's try this again, and we and we're just gonna start from the beginning. Yeah, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get, GI, for trying to screw with my stream. Oh, Peter, not nice. But yeah, first off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? For those who might be coming in late after all this little fiasco mumbo jumbo.
I'm a redheaded bitch from Texas.
Okay.
I make YouTube videos, mostly about New Age occult stuff. Not really debunking, more like just poking fun at them, really.
Okay.
Or I try to highlight the harm that it does, and I like to give interviews about it. And I don't know. I feel it's important. There's a lot of nonsense that's being spread around, and fuck, I'm gonna say something about it, So
yeah. Wait. You have an opinion and say something?
I do.
That is so shocking that you would actually, if you see something that you don't like, you don't hold back. I mean, I am so shocked at this. When did this happen?
I usually don't have the energy, to be honest. It's just not worth it. No, it is worth it. It's well worth it because we have a lot of disinformation spread around. And I was debunking things on Facebook for like 2 years before, I decided to have the YouTube channel, which really took some convincing, to be honest. Like, I didn't want to do it, but it was worth it. And if it wasn't for Godless Iowan, I wouldn't have a channel. So thank you for convincing me.
I guess GI has to be good for something, right?
He's good for a couple things. Mainly, taking the pie to the face. He was good. That was good.
I'm afraid to ask, but what kind of pie are we referring to?
Cream pie, baby. Nice and sticky.
And there went my monetization. Oh boy. But back to the questions. I'm not reading that, GI, but I'm glad you have her. You guys, she really is the better half of you because you're just the no half.
Oh, that's not really a half, is it? This is
no. Basically, without you, he's nothing. No, I'm kidding, GI. You're a cool guy. Hey, I gotta give it for trying to scare me at the beginning of the stream. He deserves to be picked on.
Well, if we're honest, without him, I'm nothing. So
that's why you guys. That's why you guys are both really good. You guys really do complement each other very well.
Yeah.
But Next question is: were you religious before? That is horrible. That is so horrible.
Was
Oh
I
god,
religious?
that's horrible.
Was I religious
What
before what?
before you became an atheist? If so, what religion were you? I'm
Uh,
sorry, I just saw that. I was
well, I was raised Christian, very fundamentalist Christian, very strict, and I fell out of that religion when I was 15 or so, and I kind of was spiritual but not religious for a long time, and I got I got more into the spirituality woo shit really for about 4 years. And a little over a year ago, I abandoned that. So,
okay. Yeah. Oh, apparently we're. I thought they might have been done by now, but apparently we're competing with Sunday Science over on Science Channel. Yep, Sunday Science on a Thursday. Yeah, Sunday. It's just he needs to change the stream to Science. um. What made you end up actually leaving the faith?
the first time or the second time?
Oh, I guess both. Well, what made you leave the first time? Then what made you come back? And then what made you leave the second time?
Well, I was, like I said, I was very fundamentalist Christian for the first 15 years of my life, and it was a major struggle because I was raised in an abusive home and I was isolated and homeschooled and whatnot. And after my parents divorced, I thought it was going to get better. I thought it was going to be me and my mom against the world, and life was going to be just roses from then on, and it wasn't. And I thought, well, I'm such a good person because at that point I was very devout, and I didn't feel like any of that. I didn't feel like I deserved that kind of stuff, that kind of life that I was given. And the more I thought about it, the more doubt I had. And finally, I started talking to some friends of mine, and they would challenge me on this stuff. They would ask me questions, and especially about like prayer. And so, like I said, my last prayer, and my last prayer was something like, okay, if you exist, like fucking prove it. You're the almighty God. Like, and nothing happened. So,
Yeah.
of course, like, you know, and the second time that I lost the spiritual but not religious, it was, well, I was hanging out with people who were, positive thinkers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is difficult when you're interested in politics. But, for a while I was trying to avoid the news. But there's some things you just can't avoid. Like the Syrian gas attacks, for example.
Yeah.
That occurred last year. Were
Yeah.
awful fucking images and stuff. And so one of my woo-woo friends posted that they were sick of seeing the videos and the footage and the news about it, that it was interfering with her good vibes, and that was the atrocity of it. No comment on the children. No comment on the people that lost their lives.
Yeah, oh god, that's no, that's I actually took a lot of flack during that for some of my opinions on it. It was with that. I usually don't try to get into politics here, but I'll say this much: I actually was one of the ones that, basically, when it was happening, I was like, "Yeah, it's sad, it's screwed up," but right now we don't have. When Trump did the military strikes, I was like, one, that was an unprovoked attack on a nation that didn't attack us or pose a threat. Which I took flack for that. They're like, well, what about that? I said, we don't have the resources right now. We can barely fight the wars we're in. You want to get into another one with Syria? It was so. They're like, I'm like, they're like, what about the kids? I go, that's why this is a UN issue. They violated a UN treaty. The UN needs to go in and take care of it. And I took a lot of flack on that, but enough on. But yeah, I it hurt to see those footage videos.
Yeah, it did. And it's not something that we can just stick our heads in the sand about.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, we should be leading the charge, but we should be doing it through the UN because since it was a violation of a treaty, it became a UN problem because they did sign one treaty that did limit that they couldn't do that. They were a part of like one of the ratification treaties, so that's where I stood on that. I mean, yes, it needed to be. I mean, it's probably one of those looking back. Yeah, it probably needed to be done, but it's still the way it was done was just handled completely wrong.
Yeah, and like we can't have that discussion if we don't know what's going on. You can't just ignore everything that happens in life just because you don't like it and it interferes with your positivity.
Yeah, I just know with me, I just try to stay out of politics. It's a topic I will.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I don't even remember the last political post I made. In all honesty, I can't remember off the top of my head. I mean, I have my opinions, and I'll give them here and there, but again, very rarely it's one I don't. I try to say I will talk more on religion than I will on politics.
Hell, I'll talk about both.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah. Back to the other one. Is
seriously
GA crash in the stream?
Seriously? Yes. Well, for one, the lamp looks like a dildo shining off of your eyeballs.
It is a dildo. It's my lighted dildo.
It's not a dildo.
So you have a light up dildo. That's
yeah.
Would you mind telling me about that?
It's very bright.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a headache. I didn't want that light on. Oh well.
Yeah, way to go, GI. You ruined everything.
Yeah.
But if you were to become religious right now, what religion do you think you might become? And if so, and why?
If I were to pick a religion?
Yeah, if you were to just become religious right now, what religion do you see yourself joining and why?
Is Taoism a religion?
Taoism? Yeah.
Yeah, probably that.
Okay. Is there a reason why?
Because it's not extremist fundamentalist, and
okay,
it's more about the state of mind and stuff, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's woo, but it's not like deep in the woo, I don't think.
Yeah,
but yeah, I should have said Pastafarian.
Yeah, I just saw Jess. I'm like, yeah, I like that. There you go.
Damn, being a Jedi would be cool.
Yeah, that would be. I could actually see that with me, or possibly even more Buddhism. But my biggest issue with Buddhism is the suffering is necessary issue. I mean, I can understand why. It's one of those. It's just the way that it's worded. I think I have some issues with, and reincarnation is the biggest one.
Reincarnation is bullshit. Karma is bullshit.
Yeah,
they're horrible moral standards.
Yeah. Like the philosophy behind it, I think it kind of makes sense. I think that's what's more attracting me from the little bit that I've read. Again, I'm not super knowledgeable on it, so okay, idiots. It's after the 4th. Stop shooting off the fireworks.
Yeah, right. They've been shooting off fireworks for days here. So.
Yeah. Well, technically, it's illegal to do what they're doing right there, but I don't give a shit right now. It's because it's 11:59 p.m. on July 4th. That's the last you can shoot it off. Once it hits midnight, that's it. You can't shoot them off anymore. And we had people shoot them off till like 1 in the morning last night. But yeah, the next one is you were what most people would call a practitioner of woo, right? Back in your past?
I hate to say this. I was a magician.
I'm assuming we're not talking.
I practiced magic.
And I assume we're not talking about stage magician here.
No.
Okay. It's hey. Like I said, it's just I'm just going off what I've found for your videos of that. That answers the next one. What type of woo did you practice? But since you mentioned, magic, like what exactly does that entail for those who don't know? I'm not familiar with all the woo out there, so.
Well, I was what they call a theurgist. My main goal was to find some kind of way to actually connect or have knowledge and conversation with God. And the goal is to find your higher self, essentially, or what they call the holy guardian angel, and in the tradition that I was in, which is just essentially, like I said, your higher self. And that was the only way to supposedly connect to the source of everything, or God, whichever way you want to put it. Yeah. So my tradition was Golden Dawn kind of tradition.
Celeste. My Great Pyrenees, everyone.
They're here.
Yeah. Yep. They're here. Hey, they. Yeah. So yeah, everyone, that is my Great Pyrenees Celeste that you just heard. So yeah. She says hi, I guess, even though she wants to go out and bark at the fireworks. But now my next one is, because you've done a video on the top 10 like most harmful types of woo. What, in your opinion, is the most harmful woo?
In terms of
however you want
it's really hard to say, because there's so many different forms of it. I mean, Christianity and Islam have their own woo.
Yeah.
So are we talking in terms of
non, like, I guess maybe non-theistic type woo? So like ones that would be like done like through like either crystals or some sort of spiritualism that isn't attached to like a major religion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they are theists. They do believe that there's a God or a force or a source, usually they'll say.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to pinpoint, even still, because it's such a wide umbrella of different types of woo. And the thing about like New Age brand of woo is that you could essentially just do anything you want. There's no dogma. There's no. I guess if we want to go with the most harmful aspect, I would say is just the denial of reason. Just outright denial of reason.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with John there a bit. The homeotherapy.
Yeah. Homeopathy, crystal healing, Reiki healing, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no energy healing that takes place. It's placebo.
Well, there is one energy healing I can think of, and that's a direct shot of volts to the heart when your heart stops with a defibrillator. So yeah, that works, but that's because it's proven. We can demonstrably show that, but I'm feeling they're referring to a different kind of energy when they talk on it.
And you have an energy that has been defined. I mean, electric energy. There you go.
Yeah. There. So yeah, it does work occasionally. It's not a guaranteed one, but it's the best we got for for that scenario.
Yeah.
Is there any benefits that you can see to like any like the woo that even you practiced?
One of the benefits that is still kind of with me today is the self-reflection. And being able to kind of find stillness in the moment and being mindful. I think mindfulness is a good practice.
Yeah, chat. I apparently lost some of my questions, so that's all I really have written. I'm trying to think of some more right now. So if you have any questions for Mrs. Snarky, please post them in the chat here, and I will ask them for her. Beach, sorry for all the storms. Typical Canadian response. You messed up, Beach. You forgot. Sorry about the storms, eh?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do a Canadian accent. um,
Education level and field. So my education is kind of weird. Like I said, I was homeschooled. So, yeah, my education wasn't so great, but I was interested in things, typically psychology and philosophy, stuff like that. So I did go to university. I almost finished and completed my degree. I was going to get a bachelor's of arts in sociology and psychology. But when my mom died, everything just kind of fell apart and I didn't go back.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite Woo YouTube channel. Oh. Okay, so there's this channel called Mind and Magic. That was my favorite channel. Frater Xavier was the YouTuber. And some of the stuff that he says is like, it makes sense. But all in all, he's talking about magic, and magic is not real. So
wait. So you mean that Hogwarts isn't real, and I actually never was supposed to get a letter from there? Yeah, Notch had a good question that I asked. It was, what was the biggest struggle when it came to changing your mind and your mindsets and worldview? What was the most stubborn? What were you most stubborn about for the longest time before conceding it it to facts?
Oh my God. So I still have issues with astrology. Like somebody will tell me what their birthday is, and I'll go, oh my God, that's such a Scorpio thing. And I'll just keep thinking it even now. And I do often catch myself sometimes doing like the ritual in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I did it so much. But
I was actually thinking that GI. I don't know if she would let you cook after your cock soup, debacle. I wouldn't trust you in my kitchen. Well, I'm a Gemini, so what does that tell you about me, Mrs. Snarky?
But you love to fucking talk.
Well, I won't deny there.
My daughter is a Gemini rising sign. She also loves to talk. It's still like it's really difficult to get rid of.
Yeah, what's the rising? I've never heard that.
The rising sign is the constellation that's on the far east horizon at the time of your birth.
Okay, I have no clue where I would fall. May 30th is mine, so I don't know if that's rising, falling.
It depends on what time you were born. So if you were born in the evening, or it goes.
I was born night.
Yeah, so, I'd have to like.
I did. Yeah. All right.
But I would look at these charts like all day long. I would analyze charts, whether it would be my chart or someone else's chart that they had me look at, and now I don't even know what sign the moon is in. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And I am a fan. I'm not secretly a fan, but I am a fan of Manly P. Hall still. I think that there were he made a lot of good points, specifically in his book, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. It's a good book.
All right. And where was I? Just saw another one. It was what is your favorite meal that GI cooks for you? I don't remember who asked that one. And then GI said she's probably gonna lie and say you don't cook, or he doesn't cook.
He cooks on occasion. Trying to think. He made this cake with applesauce that was really good. I liked it.
Oh, that actually sounds really good.
Yeah, it was chocolate cake, and it was amazing.
Oh, okay. I gotta ask this from Very Stable Milking Stool. When are the Naked Duds on? That's the only reason I'm here. Or has Godless Iowan tricked me? I think Godless Iowan might have lied because I was not informed of that happening.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you. What is your favorite woo argument to debunk?
I guess it's my favorite / most hated is that reality's all in the mind, that all is mind.
Oh.
And yeah.
I don't know if they ever use it that way, but that sounds so much like a frickin' solipse.
Yes, it is.
Oh God.
And they'll argue tooth and nail that it's not, but then the way they define it, it is solipsism. It's just straight up.
Okay,
I am the world. I am the universe expressing itself as a human.
Okay, if you can change reality in your mind because reality is all in your mind, please stop my fist.
Yeah,
we're running an experiment.
If your thoughts create reality and everything's in your mind, then Stephen King has an interesting fucking life.
Yeah. Or actually, here, how about this? If you create reality in your mind, then therefore you are hereby guilty for all the deaths of starving children. Because that's the reality you've created in your mind.
And that's
so how sick and twisted are you?
That's why we have to ignore all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't create the bad stuff. Because if we pay attention to the bad stuff, it creates more bad stuff.
Nadine, my love. And Josiah, if you say anything, you will be booted.
Oh my God.
I run the channel. She's my love. And I will woo her. Not the kind of woo that we're talking about. Different kind of wooing. No, I'm just messing with you, Josiah. I like you.
It's gonna use a love spell.
Yeah. Well, I do know 3 witches, or at least I hope to in a little bit.
And you know a queen of the witches.
Yes. So yeah. There, I have power.
You know, that's why I chose Akate, because she was one of my favorite mythical beings when I was into that stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, since like mythical beings, you mean like Greek mythology in that, or?
Yeah, just
okay. Who like if you had to pick a mythical creature, who would it be?
Mythical creature.
Yeah, so just like a unicorn, centaur, Pegasus, whatever.
Probably a phoenix.
Pegasus. Oh, we're supposed to pick the Pegasus. I mean, look at me, right?
You asked me. This is my answer. And the flavor vape that I'm using is cotton candy.
Okay. The Reese asks, and this might put a hinge on our friendship if you pick the wrong answer here, so no pressure at all. What is your favorite team between the evil, horrible, disgusting Red Wings or the great and mighty Ducks? Hockey team.
I don't watch fucking hockey. Like,
it's the Ducks. We're going with the Ducks.
Whatever.
I'm a Ducks fan. They're a Red Wings fan. They're rivals. So yeah, I can't give the Red Wings any slack. I just love it.
I'm thinking Red Wings in a different way, and I'm not down with that.
Yeah. See, the reason the Red Wings are red is because the Ducks barbecue them every time they meet. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just I gotta give you a hard time, Reese. Gallus Island asks, who has been your favorite YouTuber you've met so far?
Oh my God.
Mine is him. He doesn't count because you're dating.
Like, why? Okay. Jesus, so many good ones that I've met. You know what? I really enjoy talking to Inane Dragon. Yeah, so probably Inane Dragon at this point. But I really love talking to Casey and GE too. Yeah. So I don't know. There's like so many good people that I've talked to. I was able to talk to Allie Jackson. That was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, GI, I already no, GI, did you listen? I told her she can't pick you because that would be a biased answer. I wanted
how the fuck are you gonna get mad? Dude, after all the stuff I do for you. You know you're my favorite person in the whole world. Like,
yeah. I mean, okay, we aren't gonna. I don't want to know about the butt stuff. La 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 la.
not to mention the mouth stuff.
Oh god, that's even worse. That's all right. All right, let's keep this, PG and off the X rating. I don't need the X factor figured in for this. Let's see. What is your favorite video that you've done so far?
Probably the last one that I did.
Okay, which one was that?
The pigs fly. That was
Okay.
fun.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if, there was one after that because like I said, I kind of binge watch your stuff, so it's the order that it got released is a little.
I haven't. I need to make another one. Soft pork corn. That's right. Soft pork corn.
Yeah, I will shout someone out for that comment that they said about pigs flying. They proved that pigs can fly very accurately. All they need is a plane, stick the pig on a plane, and make the plane fly. Therefore, they say presto flying pig or something like that. That was, yeah, I had to laugh at that one.
That's kind of one thing that I want to do with my channel is, make people laugh.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, is it bad I want to watch that now, Chaosism, the fight between GI and a named dragon? I want to see that fight to the death. I don't know, we might be able to feature that on although I don't know if that's a fair fight for GI because the named dragon is a dragon and they do breathe fire and GI is just a straw man, so I don't know if that's fair.
He does have a cool avatar pic too. I love that dragon.
I do. Yeah, I do too. I'm jealous. I'm like, why don't I have a cool one like that? Although actually, I do like mine. It was.
She liked ponies.
Yeah. Dragons and ponies live together.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Twilight has a helper named Spike, and I'm going to stop there because I don't want to chase everyone away with talking My Little Pony. And Spike is a dragon. You have a cool avatar pick. Yeah, it's just lost with all the other straw men. Then again, I mean, does anything except for maybe Missus Snarky here, does anything good ever come out of Iowa, GI?
I didn't come from Iowa.
Well, you're from Iowa right now.
No.
I know he hates the term Iowa. That's why I'm using it.
I'm not from Iowa because that's not a place. I like it here, though.
Yeah.
It's a lot cooler.
Yeah. I want out of where I'm at, so yeah.
So let's see. I know.
Okay, wait, how did Reading Rainbow gets? Where did Reading Rainbow come from?
So Peter asked what my which theist is my pet peeve. Yeah. One you can't stand but have to watch. Oh, at this moment, Matt Powell. Like I don't have to, but he's everywhere. So
yeah, I'm avoiding
the vitriol that comes from that dude's mouth. Oh.
Yeah, I'm avoiding him like the plague.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I can handle most idiot theists. I can handle AIG and Ken Ham and their idiocy, but there's just something about him that just I cannot even get through one video of his without shutting it off. Because I've tried, because I'm like, okay, everybody's going after him. Maybe I might jump on the bandwagon because I'm sure I got a few things to say on some stuff that maybe someone else hasn't said. And I'm just like, nope. I cannot do this.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So
if somebody is using their religion to justify killing.
Yeah. I was going to insult Heathen Angel's comment. It said Cap who. Matt Powell is one who is a religious fundamentalist who I would even say is worse than than even Steven Anderson. I would put him worse than him, and that's not an easy thing for me to say.
Well, he's not a secret homosexual, so there's that.
Yeah, no, just but yeah, Matt Powell, if you don't know, if you haven't seen, he's the one who says that the government needs to kill all LGBT people, and um and also that, you know, all atheists are lazy gamers. Hold on, let me get to a save point on this game. Ah, crap, I just died. Sorry. But I am a gamer, so I can't deny that I'm not a gamer. I love gaming. I probably game a little too much, but then again, I'm not in classes, so I can get away with doing gaming a little more. Yeah, I agree, Beach. Same here. I just he's a low life. That is the nicest way I can put it. I can't think of another way to put it.
Peter says he's gonna have him on the channel, the Mind the Gap channel, I believe. If you haven't,
Gonna go for it. Yeah,
yeah,
if you haven't subscribed to Peter, please do. Gonna go for it. He does really good interviews. But Peter, I will say, I am sorry. That is one I will have to miss. I cannot watch anything with that guy without losing my cool, and it's just best for me not to watch it and get angry. So
be careful, Peter.
Sorry.
They might ban you from YouTube.
Yeah. God, yeah. Who was that? Skylar that happened to?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what was all going on. I think I saw GI's video first on, and then I saw Sirius's. And after I watched GI's, I went and I found the stream and stuff that I could find on. I'm like, he didn't say it. He was calling out the you know,
Matt's
he's calling
bigotry.
out his bigotry and hatred. I'm like, yeah, I saw that, Reese, that, you know, the strike was removed, and I'm happy about that. He did not deserve it. He was exposing the idiocy and the bigotry that the guy was, you know, the guy was given. And I agree, Chaosism. That's the other reason I will not do one of his videos.
Oh, Richard Carrier.
Oh, that would be, yeah. I saw that he. I got part of it. The interview he did with Annie Ordinary. I saw that.
That was a good interview.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I want to get Richard Carrier on. He's a cool guy.
He is. He's
really smart.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, I mean, I knew of him. I just haven't really heard too many of his arguments. I knew he wrote the books and that from more Godless Engineer and that, but you know, it's I mean, but I would just, and after hearing him on Doc Hackenslash's stream, I was like, yeah, I really want to talk with this guy more.
Yeah, and if you want to read more about Richard Carrier, he's got a blog. It's richardcarrier.info. And he's got a lot of good stuff there.
Okay. So. All right. Yeah, that will be put in the description here after the show. I'll put that in there along with all the links that were in the original one for Missus Snarky's YouTube and Twitter, so you can go follow her and subscribe if you haven't yet. Why haven't you? She makes really good content and is on Twitter, so yeah.
Follow me.
Yep. So yeah, apparently on the 25th, tune into Godless Iowans channel. He's gonna have him on there. So yeah. Any other questions from the chat? I guess I'll ask this one while we wait. What was your favorite video that you've made so far?
Yeah, it was the Pigs Fly one.
Oh yeah, what was your least favorite? Sorry, I've been testing the opposite of that. My brain's, yeah.
Probably that first one, because it was just so irritating to learn how to do the editing and everything. So, and the sound was just, I couldn't get it right. And yeah, that first one's always a bitch, to be honest.
Yeah, I look back at my very first video I ever did.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say it's cringy because obviously I started off with My Little Pony stuff, and it was a PMV, and there's part of a clip that it's extra because I wasn't sure how to do like extend a clip longer and all that, and I was just still learning it all, and so there's part of a scene that doesn't even work with what I was trying to use it for. So yeah, I know that's just me though. Which Thea's what's your favorite part of being on YouTube?
Just the fact that I can have my voice heard, really, and I think that's important.
Okay.
And also, I think one of my favorite aspects is I've met some awesome people. I really love this community. And no, I have not been to Canada.
Okay.
I would love to visit Canada sometime. I'd like to,
I
especially
would too.
Vancouver. That would be nice.
I want to go visit Newfoundland so I can go and woo my woman, and so I can go woo my woman properly. The next one was from Peter, and it says, "What theist would you like to have a talk with, and why? And what would you focus on?"
Actually, it'd be kind of nice to have a talk with Dr. Gaiman again.
Okay.
I think that he's got potential, and I know that sounds weird, but
yeah, I think
I remember being that young and being that indoctrinated, and I just think that that's where he's at, and perhaps he needs a friend.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit of a Poe. Honestly, I really do.
I don't know. I didn't get that impression when I spoke with him, but
yeah, it's just some of his arguments are just, I don't know how someone can be made without him being a Poe or a complete idiot. I mean, even the indoctrination. I mean, okay, yeah, he's indoctrinated. That's obvious. He's a yak. I truly believe he's a yak, but some of his arguments, I think he's trying, all right, maybe not so much of a Poe, but he's definitely, I think, going for shock value.
Well, yeah, he's trying to get views, and
which I can't blame him on that. I do understand. I was that small at one point. I never thought I would hit 250 in my life. I mean, that's so. Thank you to everyone who who has subscribed to me and continues to support me. It really does mean a lot. Reese, the term Poe is a term used to describe someone who doesn't believe what they're actually saying. It's like if I were to try and argue creationism and flat earth and anything else, I obviously do not agree with. I do not believe. Like if I tried to start arguing, flat earth and that, then I would be a Poe, because obviously I don't believe that.
Someone that says something so ridiculous that you can't tell if they're joking or.
Yeah, there's some there's some people out there who aren't Poes, but they have some really, really, really far out views. Like, what was one that I found? And I questioned them in the chat, and I truly believe they believe what they're saying, or they're a damn good actor. And it's they believe that aliens actually created the universe. Like, I mean, gray aliens, because the demons were trying to compete with God to create a better world. It's out there. It's definitely unique. I will definitely say that.
Sounds woo.
It made, let's put it this way, it was so wooey, it probably made spirit science look scientific.
No, that's a tall order.
It was bad. It was absolutely bad. Speaking of spirit science, do you ever plan on featuring one of their videos?
I thought about it, but I feel like it's been overdone.
Okay.
One thing I might do is look at the website. I've been kind of chewing on whether or not I should look at that, because there's a lot more activity on the website than anything, and that's where they get the clicks. Lots of ads. If you go to the Spirit Science website, I mean, it's just riddled with them, and that's what it's for. I think it's just to generate money. So
yeah. Reese, are you referring to, I think, Debbie Duran as a Poe? I don't know. I don't watch, like, literally the only flat earthers I really know about are the ones that we've had featured on Movie Night on Sci-Strike's channel. I don't watch a lot of flat earth stuff. I generally tend to stay away from that because that's not my cup of tea. I generally tend to look more at the theists. So
I don't think Debbie's a Poe either.
From what a little bit I've heard, I don't think she is. But if you were asking if I thought she was a Poe, I do not think so from the little bit I know of her. I just don't know a lot on her because I haven't seen a lot of her content. Like I said, the most ones I know are Jeranism, Thrive and Survive, Eric Dubay, Beyond the Imaginary Curve. Yeah, pretty much the people you run into on Movie Night who we see. So,
yeah, the dumbest conspiracy theory. There's so many.
Oh, yeah.
Where
do we start on that?
I think that I did a video on this. There are people that believe that they control your mind through the TV and
oh god,
stuff like that. That's pretty nutty.
Oh yeah, because you watch it in your brains like this, and so therefore they put in subliminal messages that make you believe this, and I'm like, oh god.
This guy, like, legit was obsessed with colors. Like, colors meant something to him, and he would say like the wood was pink and stuff like that. It was like,
what?
Yeah, if you want to, go watch that video.
Yeah. I will have to say that must be right because they said it, and we all know he's everywhere and controls everything.
Well, he had proof. I mean, he took video clips of what he was watching.
What in response to what Spooky said? Spooky said the reptilian types control the Greys, and they responded with, actually, they work together, Spooky. So we all know, that they runs everything. They're the mastermind behind everything. So, I have to go with their word. Or are you trying to mislead me to throw me off the actual trail because you can't actually say publicly whether that's true or not? I don't know what to believe anymore. Help me out, they.
Delano TV and his idea that plateaus are the remnants of supergiant trees.
Yeah, you had Daphne said the same. That's where I first heard it was from her, and someone mentioned her. I'm like, who the hell is Daphne Remmel? They're like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, who's that? And they're like, don't look her up. I go, now I gotta look her up, right? After that, when people said, don't look up this person, I've just ignored. I'm like, I'll take your advice, because I sat there like, how? How? But yeah, Delano TV. Oh god, that's just.
He just got laid.
Yeah. Celeste. Yeah. My vocal puppy, everyone. Although, believe it or not, when she's not in the house or the backyard, she's the biggest chicken in the world. Literally, a leaf landed on her nose, and she tried to hide behind me to protect her from the leaf. Yeah, when she's in the house, she sounds like the biggest, baddest, toughest dog in the world. Yeah, she's a big baby. Oh yeah, no, he's not funny. He's CGI. I mean, because we all know how fake he looks, right? Chaosism. I believe that's Richie from Boston. I don't know. There's too many to keep track of.
Yeah.
No, she actually came named Reese. Although I actually did think about calling her Celestia after that. So yeah. Well, if Aaron is live and you guys want to go watch them, by all means, do. I mean, I don't got any more questions. Chat, do you have any questions for Mrs. Snarky? It's kind of just gotten to us just more or less just shooting the shit now.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. Wait for the lag and a little bit for responses. I'm not really seeing any response. Oh, Brian's going. Bye, Brian. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. We're finishing up, so no very stable milk and stool. They are not coming out because they are not here. I did not get the memo to hire them.
So when it
Do you
comes to ice cream, like anytime I eat ice cream, it hurts my stomach. But so I try to avoid it. But when I do eat ice cream, my favorite is pecan praline.
Okay. And do you like storms?
I love storms.
Okay. Okay. Favorite Greek god or goddess?
Athena.
Athena. Okay.
Athena.
I don't know if I want to ask her that one, Heathen. But I will. What do you think about the interview so far?
I think we got off to a rocky start, but we're doing pretty good now.
Yeah. I gotta love internet. Yeah. And do you have any phobias?
I do. I have arithmophobia,
which is
fear of math.
We can't be friends anymore.
Oh well, it was good while it lasted.
Here, Mrs. Snarky, here you go. Y equals mx plus b.
Shut up. Like I literally, I am afraid. I get like tensed up. I have really bad anxiety with math.
Yeah.
And that's mainly due to my parents and the way I was homeschooled and stuff.
Yeah. Jen, is that one to me or Mrs. Snarky?
Favorite My Little Pony? Yeah. Fuck me, I don't watch that. No offense.
No, you're fine. Hey,
like my daughter used to watch it, and
yeah, they aren't the same.
To it, like here and there. Yeah. I guess Applejack. She's the one with the hat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's AJ. For me, it is Twilight, since Jen said it was to both of us. So yeah. And then, who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Shit, aren't they all the same?
No. I like the real Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo. He was he was the party animal and loved pizza. How can you go wrong?
Like I really don't know. I wasn't allowed to watch that, so I don't know what the differences is in their personality and stuff. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Josiah, you don't mean that thumbs down. Heathen, mine is Twilight because I was always the loner and bookworm, so I felt like I connected to her the most.
I can tell you what my favorite vampire is from the Vampire Chronicles.
Okay. I don't know much on that, so go ahead.
Marius.
I'll go with that.
Love Marius. He's artsy, smart, kind of a douche. Loved him.
Okay, I'll go with that because I don't know of anyone else in that series. So, yeah, we're going with that. Marius is my favorite from there only because I don't know shit on it.
Love those books. The Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles, amazing. I do not wear Crocs.
Neither do I.
Sorry. Favorite gun?
Yeah.
I don't know. Of what I've shot, I would say a SKS.
Okay.
That was a damn good gun. It didn't have much kickback. So
I like that, Josiah. Very true. He's a party dude. Love the I almost sang that, so you're lucky. It took a lot not to sing it.
Brony vampire crossover.
Actually, that happened. There was a Flutterbat. Anybody who watches My Little Pony and knows that. Reese, if by Nerf, I want. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. I was thinking something else. I was thinking in the brain. Like I was like, oh wait, no, that's in response to the favorite gun. Reese said Nerf. I was thinking he was maybe trying to reference Pinky in the Brain with Narf.
I want a cheese sandwich.
Yeah. Oh yes, cheese is pretty cool. Yeah, Alonzi. Oh, with Dr. Who.
Oh, I'm surprised I haven't gotten that question.
God, I did not.
Who's your favorite doctor? 10th Doctor.
Yeah. Neither, because I don't watch it. I never had a chance. I never had time.
Blocked.
Okay.
Good cat.
Okay.
From his own stream.
Okay, Mrs. Snarky, in my defense, by the time it kind of got popular, I was in school and I was having trouble, trying to focus on school, and I didn't have time to watch that. I barely had enough time to watch My Little Pony.
10th Doctor is the right answer.
Yeah.
Michelangelo is the best turtle.
Sure. Yes. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. We're friends now again.
They made a pony doctor.
Yeah, there's a gag in the fandom that it's Doctor Who's is Doctor Who. There's a lot of references to modern day, and yes, they literally have Doctor Who's go Allons-y.
Did I enjoy the Second Civil War? Well, there was a lot of hardship, but we made through. We made it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
God bless America.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of on we're now just again back to the shit. So I think I might just end it here before we get too far into pop culture talk, because I'm sure you got things to do in that too, Mrs. Snarky. So thank you everyone for joining us today. So yeah, thank you, Mrs. Snarky, for joining me. It was a fun talk. Yep, no problem. You are welcome back on my channel anytime.
Thank you.
So yeah, just thanks for joining, and everybody, thanks for joining us today. Have a good day. This is Cat Brony signing off.